Hey Periscopers, I'm gonna give people a second to get on here, let me introduce myself again in case you've never seen me here on Periscope. My name's Carly, or Coach Carly. I'm a health and nutrition and fitness coach here in Portland, Oregon. So what you're gonna see following me is a lot of tips on healthy living when it comes to nutrition, some good exercise tips, and just general things like that. So recipes, fun stuff, all about food. So today I wanted to talk about how to stick to your diet, and I use quotes because I don't really like the word diet in general, because a lot of people think that means restriction and counting calories and all of that stuff. Thank you for those hearts. You must agree with me. I don't like the word diet, but I do. When I'm talking about diet, I'm talking about the type of food you choose to eat on a daily basis for life. Yay, thanks, Petite Panaderia. Some people might be paleo. You might just be trying to eat clean in general, maybe avoid certain additives and sugars and things like that. Maybe you're doing a Whole30 or a 21-day sugar detox, anything like that. And, there are different methods for eating out at a restaurant, and I know people can feel like, when they're following something like this, they don't get to enjoy the same foods as their friends, and maybe they don't get to have their social life and go out and eat because they're so worried about making good food choices. And I don't want you to feel restricted and like you can't be a part of, yeah, you're gonna get blocked, thank you. Like you're gonna be missing out on things because you're choosing to eat clean. So I'm gonna talk about today condiments and sauces, and the fact that I usually bring my own. Yeah, right? I don't know. I'm noticing this on Periscope. There are just some weirdos out there. But anyway, so I am on a SIBO diet right now, which means I can't have any really added sugars besides a little bit of honey. Yeah, I like ranch dressing too. That sounds like my boyfriend. He puts ranch on everything. It's like, have some salad with your ranch dressing. And I actually make my own paleo ranch dressing, so if you want a recipe for that, you guys just let me know and I'll do a scope on that. So what I've been doing, just because I have to eat super, super clean and avoid all these additives and stuff, is bringing my own little, and I forgot the little containers that I was going to show you. I get these little pod containers. They're actually, I think, meant for pills or something at the Container Store. They're small little, they fit 2 tablespoons of sauce in them. And I'll stick them in my purse. Guys, you could probably stick one in your pocket. It might stick out weird, but whatever. Do what you gotta do. So I'll stick those in my purse, and, or I'll bring whole bottles of things in my purse because I always have a large purse and bring that stuff. So here are some of the things I've been bringing. So mustard, normally mustard's totally safe, and I wouldn't even worry about it, and I eat mustard pretty much everywhere, but right now I can't have any garlic or onions on this low FODMAP thing I'm doing, so I had to find a mustard that didn't have a generic spices label on it. So I found this Annie's Organic Dijon mustard, and I really like it. So for me, just needing to be really, really particular about even certain spices that are in my food, this one fits the bill. The ingredients are just distilled white vinegar, water, mustard seeds, sea salt, and cloves. And organic's always nice. So that's the mustard of choice right now. Hot sauce wise, I love hot sauce, and if you followed me ever, FODMAPs, it stands for fermentable oligo, mono, and polysaccharides. So it's certain sugar chains that are fermentable by bacteria. So with SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, I'm trying to avoid those, so I'm not feeding the bacteria because I want to get them out of there. So yeah, it's things like onions and garlic and avocado and apples and grains and all this fun stuff. So hot sauce, this is my current favorite, and then it was really funny. I picked this up, and then Diane Sanfilippo, if you guys follow her, yeah, I love sriracha. If you've followed me for any period of time on Instagram, you'll know I love sriracha, but unfortunately it does have sugar in it, and that little bit of sugar doesn't really usually bother me. Yeah, no avocado. I want to cry. But right now sriracha has garlic in it, and I can't have garlic, so I can't have my sriracha, which makes me want to cry. So I found this one, and then I was watching Diane Sanfilippo the other day talking about some of her favorite sauces in her pantry, and this is her favorite too, so I was like, yeah, I made a good choice. I love her. If you don't follow her, she's from Balanced Bites, wrote Practical Paleo. She's great. So this one, I can't have any, so garlic and onions, and then I can't have any thickeners like xanthan gum and carrageenan, which are often added to sauces to stabilize them. So this is the only one I could find. I love that, again, that it's organic, and the only ingredients are red ripened jalapeno peppers, apple cider vinegar, and salt. So really simple, and it's got a good kick to it. Obviously, like, you know, I got this like a week ago, and I'm working through the jar already. I love hot sauce. So that's my hot sauce of choice. If you're like Whole30 or something and can't have sugar, this is a really good option versus sriracha. And I like it better than like Tabasco. I think Tabasco is so boring. It's just hot. There's no like flavor. Another favorite of mine is coconut aminos. So if you are paleo or just trying to like eat clean, you want to stay away from soy generally. You know, I don't have a huge problem with soy sauce if it's gluten-free and genuinely made from just fermented soybeans, but a lot of soy sauce out there is actually made with wheat, and if you have gluten allergies or are trying to avoid gluten, which I recommend, it's really inflammatory and can do all sorts of things to your body. So if you're trying to avoid those things, coconut aminos is a fun alternative. It's made from fermented coconut tree sap and sea salt. So yeah, someone likes that. It's, you know, it has a little bit of a sweeter flavor, not quite as briny and salty as soy sauce, but it's a great substitute if a recipe calls for soy sauce to use it. We went out to dinner the other night at a Mongolian grill, which was great because I could like pick and choose all the veggies and meat that went into my bowl and be really in control of what's going on it. And then I had this whole bottle in my purse, and I popped it out and put it all over my veggies for some extra flavor along with that hot sauce I just showed you. So this is a really fun one. If you can't find it in like your natural store, you know, like Whole Foods has it, and more places are carrying this in like the international section of your grocery store next to the soy sauce. You can order it online. You can get it on like Amazon. Another favorite of mine, I can't have this right now just because I can't currently have the sweeteners, but Paleo Chef, they have an online site here in St. John's. You know, maybe down the road I'll consider that as a business venture. It's a lot of work to do food prep for myself, let alone for other people right now, but you never know. But I do have lots of recipes and stuff if you're interested. So Paleo Chef, they have an online store, but they've just started carrying these in some other, like in some local markets, in Whole Foods, in my natural grocery store, at New Seasons if you're in the Oregon area. And this is a maple mustard dressing, so like honey mustard, but made with maple. And this one's really delicious. They have some other dressings. They make a ketchup. They do make like a buffalo, like a hot wing sauce, steak sauce. I have the steak sauce as well, which is quite good. So, you know, just cleaner ingredients from your typical dressings. It's really hard to find dressings at the grocery store, even like natural organic ones that don't use like canola oil or soybean oil, which really aren't that good for you. They're seed oils. They're really refined and processed and really inflammatory. And this one, thankfully, the only oil in it is extra virgin olive oil, which is such good, healthy fat. So they check out their store. They also make like paleo granola and paleo bars, which I'm like obsessed with and can't eat them right now, but they're really good. So I recommend. It's Steve's Paleo Goods .com is the website. And then last but not least, this isn't really a condiment, I mean kind of, but this is a Roy D coconut milk. And as you can see, it says 100%, and it is, I don't know if you can see the ingredients. I think it's backwards for you guys, and I apologize, this is all backwards, but ingredients are just coconut milk. So it's really thick and creamy. It's like heavy cream. So since I can't have any of those additives that are in our, like I normally will go to a coffee shop and have like an almond milk latte because I avoid dairy. And I haven't been able to do that lately because all almond milk, oh good, I'm glad it's flipped for you guys, I'm not sure, for me it's not. All almond milk pretty much has like carrageenan or lecithin or something like that in it to keep it stabilized, otherwise the solids will like separate out and you just have to shake it. It's not like a big deal. But it's in there, and it also helps it foam and froth up when you get them at like a coffee shop. So I can't have my normal almond milk lattes right now since I'm avoiding those things. So this coconut milk is so creamy and delicious, like you cannot even believe. And it comes in bigger cartons too. And so I will take a little, like I have a little tiny glass jar that's like yay big that I'll fill with this stuff and pop in my purse when I know I'm going out to get coffee with somebody, and then I'll order like an Americano or just like a drip coffee or an iced coffee and add in my coconut milk. And so that's really great because I love the coffee culture and going out and enjoying a good cup of coffee. So this lets me do that. So that's what I have for you guys today, just some helpful tips. Bottom line is, like, don't be embarrassed about treating your body right and caring about what you're putting in it. And if you've made a commitment to avoiding certain things because you know they're not good for you, you know, so what? Pop a little thing in your purse that's going to make it easier and take the stress away from going out and enjoying yourself with friends and things like that. You know, it takes 2 seconds to do that, and then you just kind of sneak it out, pour it on your salad or whatever, and no one's really going to think anything of it. And it lets you go out and still be social and not feel like you have to miss out on those things, and you can still enjoy your food, and it's really delicious. So hope this was helpful, you guys. Thanks for those of you that popped on and commented and gave me the hearts. Thank you. And, you know, make sure to follow me. Press that little button to follow me if you want to get some more recipes, nutrition advice, things like that. Thank you for watching. All right, bye guys.